Yeah, my stream is like no delay. Okay, so.
Okay, so only listen to my call audio. The stream is on like a 2-second delay, so you should be able to watch the stream and listen to me on voice.
Okay, yeah.
Micro file. Okay, so you should already be out of base right now. You should be defending your jungle right now.
Yeah, I was trying to set up the
Screen sharing.
Discord. Yeah, the screen share, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually I get out right away.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, just make sure you're defending your jungle, because this is something that you could be defending right now. And since you don't know where he is pathing right now, he could be at his blue right now. But since you're not there, you are that's why you got ganked, is because you weren't aware of his pathing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's get back to lane. Showed up to lane late. Right now, what you should be doing is you shouldn't have clicked right there. You should have kept on going and E'd through all of these minions right here. And then gotten a couple, maybe one auto attack off, and then backed off into the bush right here.
Man, I think everything's a little bit behind.
It's by like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm just now getting the lane.
Okay. So, there.
Let me put it on my computer, because I think my phone is a little behind too.
Yeah, probably. Let me go back 15 seconds. Okay, so even though you showed up to lane late, you could still come to the lane right now, E through all of those minions, and get all 3 of them. And
okay.
Right now, you should be building up Fury. You have almost no Fury, and Cho'Gath's runes are garbage. He has precision and sorcery. He's not tanky at all. This should be a lane that you absolutely you just kill him level 1, level 2. You should have killed him before the E already came.
Okay.
Don't miss CS. Don't waste spin on getting CS.
Don't waste it?
Yeah, don't use spin to get a CS that you could otherwise get by auto attacking.
Okay.
You could probably you cancel an auto attack right there. Just be a little bit more aware of that. And let's go back 15 seconds. And another thing is orb walking. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, this was just like I don't know, it's just a weird game, I think.
It's probably not.
Usually I try to get ahead.
Your fundamentals are what makes your baseline level of play. If there's something that you can't perform just off the top of the head, then it's something that you're not actually good at, and it's something that you can be good at occasionally, but not consistently.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So top level Korean players, they will spend a lot of time in bot games just practicing CSing, like almost every day. And these are top level Korean players, and they're still spending so much time focusing on their fundamentals. And you are a silver 4 player in you are not good enough? Wait, what makes you good enough to not have to worry about CSing when top level Korean players will play bot games?
Right, it's not an excuse.
Yeah, like no matter what, pretty much everybody in NA, except for the top level players, are going to be garbage at CSing, and your CSing is garbage. You should have been up way more CS earlier, and it's not just your ability to actually hit the CS. Later in the game, I'll show you something you could have done to get a much larger CS lead.
Okay. So even though it's the best in the game, it's still not the best. Still not good.
So wait, say that again?
So even though I usually have like the most CS in the game, it's not good?
Yes, because you're comparing it to Silver 4 players.
Okay, I got you. Right. Okay.
Yeah, like there's plenty of times where I'm in a game that's kind of Fiesta-like, and I technically have the most CS in the game, but I could have had 20 CS more 10 minutes in, and there's no excuse for me to not have that CS.
Okay, right, okay.
Okay, so let's go back to that. This is a little bit more game knowledge, but also since you didn't know where Yi started, Yi will not gank without red buff, and so you didn't know that Yi was starting your red buff. And a very common gank strategy for players to do is to start their red buff, take Scuttle, and then go to a lane. That's I don't know how many games you played within the current meta, but that is something that is very common, so you have to be much more aware of it. The ganks around this time are very, very common. And since you didn't really have pressure early, because you could have killed him by this time. There's no reason he shouldn't be dead right now. But you should have been in a much more careful spot. And don't let me go to your fog. Okay, let's go back 15 seconds. Okay, so right now, you don't... As soon as Volibear hits this side of the jungle, you'd be able to generally tell that he started that side of the jungle, so you'd have to worry about it.
Okay.
So it's like, right now, you generally have a good idea that he's ganking, and it took you about 2 seconds to actually react to the gank, and that allowed him to flash on you and get the kill. And also, don't be greedy with your flash. If somebody has the ability to get their gap closer on you, you should flash before they have the ability to actually get on you.
Okay.
Just don't greed for summoners. If you're not sure, probably just flash.
Okay.
A little bit later in the game, go 2x. So it's not right here. I think it's at level 5, I believe. Does Scuttle give you damage? No. Scuttle does not do damage either. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go back right there. So don't ever press slow early. You walk up to them and wait for them to turn their back. You have the advantage. So if he tries to fight into your face, he's going to lose. So he's going to have to turn his back at some point. And you need to wait for him to do that, and not just do that when you want to engage.
Okay.
And also, you spun right before the E hit you.
Right.
And so you got no actual use out of it. And instead of ghosting right there, you could have flashed it if you wanted to go for the kill. But you would have been trading flashes with him, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But either take it and then E afterwards, or... Like, yeah, you could have flashed over that and then gotten another auto attack off. So even if he flashed right there, if you let's go back right here. This is a Silver 4 game, Hisoka. Oh, can't pause spacebar. B to pause. Vondel said hi. Gotta go back another 15 seconds. He said hi to you, by the way.
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Bondo.
Okay. Okay, so if you flash over right here and flash max distance, you can flash right here, get one more auto attack off before he flashes.
Okay.
So you could have been right here, and then he would have flashed over you, and then you would have had the opportunity of getting another auto attack off, and that would have been a kill right there.
Ah, okay. So Flash's abilities, kind of.
Yeah, if you have the ability to, because his flash could not have saved him right there. He was dead no matter what at that point.
Okay.
Because he would have had to flash to his turret, and
Right.
you since you're past him.
Right.
So he's right here. You would be right here below him, and he would flash right here, which would still be in your auto attack range.
Right. I see what you're saying. Right.
Yeah. And you should have you should have walked up to. You had the slow on him. You could have walked up to him and gotten an auto onto him before he walked into turret range, and then you would have had your spin to potentially get out.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Right. To save the spin, kind of more as an escape.
Yes, or you could have dove him further. And this was just a bronze gank. Complete bronze gank. There's no reason
Really?
he should have continued with that. And don't think that you did anything good right there.
Okay.
You just played off of a don't take any of this as me trying to shit on you as a person.
No.
Yeah, nothing that I'm saying should be taken personally.
Right. Learning experience.
Yeah. Okay, so
Now, would you like get a little bit of damage on the tower like that, and then go back, or would you go back immediately?
it depends on what you have. Did you not have a back point?
Yeah, I had Zeal. I think I had Zeal or Boots or something like that.
It says that you have Berserker's Greaves at this point.
Yeah.
If the wave is if you have the ability to more properly set up the wave, since Cho'Gath is likely going to be pushing anyway, there isn't much of a reason to not get damage on the turret. Since he's probably going to be pushing the wave anyway, so you're not going to get denied that much CS.
Okay.
Okay, and another thing with Ghost, specifically this game, I will not speak as to whether Ghost is viable as a summoner spell option overall, but this game, Cho'Gath is a lane that's very abusable, and if you don't have Ignite, it makes it harder to abuse than it needs to be. And Cho'Gath is not somebody who can kite you very hard.
Okay.
So in this game, I think that Ignite would have been better, strictly speaking.
Okay. So choose summoners based on your matchup.
Yes. Like how some people, like a Garen might take Ignite in one matchup and teleport in another, or Ghost in another matchup.
Right, I've been getting a celerity off of the Korean build or whatever for the celerity. Get like 16 AD off it. And it's at full stacks or whatever.
I don't think it's 16 AD, but it is good. Celerity is good. Just as a point.
Right. For this one.
I think that Resolve Tree was always bad. Unless you're in a very hard matchup. And people took it all of the time, and that was a wrong decision from people. But it's really just like people follow what Fog does, and
Right.
like nothing really changed fundamentally about the viability of the tree. And as soon as he took sorcery, everybody took sorcery. But that's a side point. But rune choice is fine for you.
Okay.
Because Cho'Gath is not a lane that's going to be able to punish you, so there's no reason to take Resolve.
Right, okay.
But against a lane like Quinn or something to that nature, then Resolve would have been a better option.
Okay, so you would take it in like someone that can poke you down a lot?
Yes.
Still?
I mean, yeah, you can't really survive lane without it.
Okay, okay.
Oh yeah, it was right here. This is a perfect opportunity to freeze the wave. He just queued that, so if he didn't queue that, the wave would have been pushing to his turret. But since he queued that, the wave is pushing very hard to you, and you have a beautiful time for a freeze right now, and you can deny him. Say you're up, what, 15 CS right now? If you didn't push right now, you could be up another 30 CS within the next couple minutes, because...
Don't you want to even that out, though? I mean, because he's got a lot more minions than me, so don't you have to kind of cut it down a little bit to... I kind of try to keep the minions the same. Like, right now, it's 3-3.
Well, yeah, but the... Well, also no. But the wave is pushing to his turret now, where you could have frozen it at yours. You generally want it to be +3.
This is pushing towards him right now, even though it's even?
Yeah, because also you're going to be the one CSing right now, and you're probably not going to be CSing perfectly. His minions are also lower. Generally, as a rule of thumb, you want to be -3 caster minions down. So they have
-3? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have 3 extra caster minions.
Okay.
And that gives you a reliable enough way to freeze the lane. If you can't CS right before the minion dies as consistently, then you could up that to 4 or 5 CS more. Because your level...
Wait, what was that again? What was that again?
Okay.
I was typing.
Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay, so... To freeze a lane, you want to kill a minion when it's as close to 1 HP as possible. Your AD right now, let's say it's 150. Generally, when you CS, you try to CS as soon as it gets to 150. But you want to CS it as early as possible. And that's something that's actually kind of hard to do. So, you probably want to keep a little bit more than 3 minions right there to ensure that you have the wave.
Oh, okay.
So right now, you should just try to last it. Because otherwise, you could potentially break the freeze just by not CSing at an optimal time.
Okay, right, that makes sense.
Item versus tanky champs? I will at a certain point. So you are also level 6 and he is level 5. You can deny him CS, and if he's not level 6, he's not going to have an ability to roam right now. But if you freeze like this...
He was just using his Q a lot to stand back like that, and then...
Yeah.
Do you want to even... you don't want to miss CS, though, right? To stand behind his caster minions?
Yeah, you should stand there so you can deny him CS.
Yeah, but then you're losing gold too, though, aren't you?
What? I'm sorry?
Then you're losing gold, though, like, aren't you? I mean, you're losing your chance to CS now. If you stand back there, right?
Not always. You should stay in there as much time as you have to potentially CS.
Okay.
So you can stand in between the minions and still CS every CS, if that makes any sense.
Right, I got you.
Yeah. And yeah, just stand as far up as you can. And whenever your minions are gonna die, try to stay up a little bit further so you're denying him from XP range. Also, anytime he queues, you can kill him because if he's in range to queue the minions, then he's in range for you to slow him and kill him.
Okay.
And if his Q is down, there's no way for him to peel you off of him. So you could have also gone for the kill.
Okay, that makes sense for sure.
And like getting that W, that's also the same thing applies for that. How's it going, Brandon TBT? Thank you for the P. Yeah, if you If you orb walked a little bit better, you wouldn't have needed to use Ghost right there.
Okay.
But also, that was a time where he was a little bit closer to his... let's jump back a little bit. He's a little bit closer to his turret than where he normally was. But yeah, this is just generally the good idea. But yeah, there isn't an auto attack that you just did where you didn't walk more forward. In between every single auto attack, you should be auto attack, walk this way, auto attack, walk this way. And then you wouldn't need to use Ghost.
Now you can practice that on bots too, I take it, or
yeah. Like you can do it on turrets. Go into a practice tool and just try to auto attack a turret.
Okay.
So just auto attack. Yeah, just practice tool. Get on a target dummy, and just practice going. Moving in between every auto attack until it becomes more natural to you, and do that when you're CSing as well. As soon as the as soon as the auto attack hits the CS, then move. You should always be moving in lane. You should never be having 2 auto attacks where you're not moving.
Okay.
Hello. But yeah, in between all of these auto attacks, you should be moving.
Okay.
And you do have ult, so it is fairly safe to stay. Especially since he is so far behind you, relatively. I don't think you caught this TP at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he ever used it. It didn't seem like.
Yeah, no, he just used it right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, and you are backing off, which is good. Don't greed for this. You don't know where he is. If you
that's what I was trying to get out of there, but
yeah,
I figured he was trying to TP to bait me to E, but I figured I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, if Yi was right there, which he totally could have been, you would have been dead right there. Potentially. All right. And yeah, we're doing a coach, not couch, but yeah. Whenever you see the enemy jungler on the map that's not top lane, you can play more aggressive. I don't believe it's during right here, but if you don't see the enemy jungler, don't go aggressive. If you don't have a general idea of where they're at.
Like never. Like if you, never can see him. Like right there, I seen that he did that little blasting plant thing.
Yeah, he's top side right now.
So never play aggressive. If you don't see him on the map, don't farm. Even if you can all in them or whatever.
Unless you're confident in your ability to 2v1, then at least don't fully commit. So you can go up to auto attack him if you feel that you have enough safety to where if Yi came at any time, you'd be able to get the kill.
Okay.
But yeah, like right there, I think that your E... Do you use your E to go aggressive right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you should have backed off way earlier.
Long time ago? Shouldn't even done that, huh?
Oh yeah. I was gonna go over this point. So your team is coming up there, so you should have baited. Since you have your ult right now, there's no reason to flash right there.
Oh really?
Yeah, use ult instead of flash when you have the advantage. That's point 0.5.
Use ult.
So
in every situation, or
when you have the advantage, yes. Your team.
What do you mean? Oh, when the team was coming, kind of.
Yeah, your team is coming. You have advantage in numbers. So let's go a little bit further back. You see them coming right now? You should try to fight them, thinking that baiting them into thinking that you are not able to get out, so you are fighting.
Okay.
And Volibear has Predator, and he's Volibear, so he's going to get to this very quickly. So if you're kiting him further into the river, then it'll make it that much easier for your team to help, Volibear and Vigar. But since you went all the way over here, it just made it take longer for your team to help you. And you had to burn Ghost or ults and Flash for little reason right there. You are very far ahead combat-wise to both of these characters, so you can go for the fight. There's a point that if you were a little bit more confident in your mechanics, you probably could have gone for the kill on Cho'Gath. But with your team coming, you should have played for them, even though you had the potential of outplaying them in a just killing them. You always take the guaranteed route. Finimir.
What do you mean guaranteed route?
So take the route that is more reliable of playing with your team as opposed to trying to rely on out-mechanicking them, which is something that you could have done.
Okay.
So yeah, you only got 1 assist for that when you could have gotten a kill, and you could have been pushing this wave faster and getting this first turret quicker. Because if Syndra or bot lane were a little bit more ahead, then that engagement ending quicker could have had less damage come to the mid turret, and she could have taken the mid turret quicker, and you might not have gotten first turret.
Right, yeah, I noticed that she was trying to take it, so I figured I wanted to.
Yeah, getting it first. Yeah.
Right.
Also, yeah, this is one thing that you were trying to do, right? At this point, you see that mid turret is completely safe. Bot turret is not in danger of being killed first. So something that you were trying to do at the end right there is you weren't auto-attacking the turret at the end. Presumably for the purpose of letting minions die to it. But you waited way too long, so a total of 0 minions died to that. So that's another that's another area where you could have increased your CS lead to a much significantly higher degree, because you gave him an entire wave and a half of farm that he did not need to have. Cho'Gath was fairly far away, and even if you see him coming from Fog of War, you would be able to get the turret in time. So right now, you should just stop auto-attacking the turret.
Right then, but I would still get it if he comes up, or?
Yeah, you'd still get it if he comes up. There's no reason to keep... Yeah, but Cho'Gath doesn't have flash. You can dodge his Q. What is he going to do to you?
Okay.
You have enough time to get the turret. The turret is low enough to where if you see him, you can just start auto-attacking and getting the turret.
Okay.
And where's Cho'Gath right now? Yeah, look at how far back he is. You could have denied more minions. You could have at least denied the three cannons right there, which are the more valuable CS.
Right.
Because you can just stay right here and let the minions kill the turret. You don't need to be auto-attacking the turret.
So you still get the gold even if you don't destroy it? Or?
Yeah, if you're in range of the tower, if you're in a specific range of the tower, you will get gold credit.
Full gold, or?
Yes, full gold.
Oh,
or splitting it between the team. Like if you're helping a bot lane get a turret and you stay right outside of range right here, making it look like you're gonna give them the gold, you stay right in that range and then you'll get the gold.
Okay.
Little selfish tip for you.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the range? Is it like the turret range, kinda?
Basically.
Yeah.
Think about it at least within the range of auto attacks for the turret, if not a little bit larger.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what's the next point that I had? Don't let pressure up when map is open.
What's that? Don't what?
Don't let up the pressure. Don't
okay.
stop pressuring when the map is open. Cho'Gath is level 7.
Oh, stop, like, kind of less, like, freeze, kind of?
Don't let up the pressure. So continue continue pressuring when the map is open. Because Cho'Gath isn't relegated to bot lane right now, or relegated to top lane. Since the turret is down, he doesn't need to immediately be top all the time to defend it.
Okay.
So right now you're trying to freeze. And this is giving Cho'Gath the ability to roam on the map completely unpunished. If Cho'Gath decides to go mid, you have no answer to that. You're completely useless on the map right now. Your team is effectively playing a 4v5 right now.
Right.
Since you're waiting to push and you didn't push right away, and you're also not pushing this wave, this is giving Cho'Gath the ability to come here. And they got a kill that wasn't reciprocated. You should have either pushed the wave right away and then roamed, or continued pushing the wave up until the turret.
Okay, right. No, this was not good. No, this wasn't a good call then.
Yes. There's two options that you could have done, right? Let's go back a little bit. So right here, you either push this wave right away, like hard push it as fast as you can, and then go mid lane and assist your team over here, or you continue pushing on the map and then pushing down the lane as fast as you can. Right now, you're taking the worst of both sides. You're slowly pushing, and then you hesitate. So Cho'Gath is going to be getting to here first. If you push the wave right away, you'd be in a much better position to help with this gank. And you could have probably killed the Syndra right here, if she didn't already die on her own. Yeah, she did, but you can't rely on that. Silver 4 hybrid. Okay, next point. Okay, yeah. You let up a slow push right here. The way that you left the wave, left the wave to slow push. Do you know what a slow push is?
No, not really.
Okay, that's fine. No expectation of you knowing that. I just wanted to ask. So a slow push is when your wave is slightly bigger than theirs. So it's going to take a while to hit the turret, and the end result is there being a huge wave coming down to their turret. So say you're going to fight Baron, you would want to slow push the wave, which is effectively killing 3 of the minions. Say if the wave is right here, you'd kill 3 of the minions, and that would leave it to be a huge wave coming down on this turret, so that they would be on a clock to where they would have to address this turret and give you guys Baron pressure, or they would lose this turret and then potentially lose the inhibitor or the inhibitor, or inhibitor turret.
Okay, so 3 any minions, or does it gotta be caster or melee, or just any minions?
I was just explaining what a slow push is. Effectively, what I'm saying is that right now you started a slow push where you don't have any pressure on the rest of the map, and you're not particularly doing much except for maybe getting Dragon. But Dragon isn't going to be contested for long, and you also have the ability to do Dragon. So anybody who comes to this is going to get a bunch of free gold that they didn't need to get. If you just push the wave fully and didn't set up a slow push by accident, then they would only have 5 or 6 minions when they come over here to get the wave.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
But now they yeah, you do I did misspoke. You do kill the casters when you slow push, because melee minions deal less damage and they have more health, so that gives the wave more time to slow push.
Oh, okay. 3 caster.
Yes, yeah. So this wave is going to be completely free for anybody who shows up right here, and you're giving them a lot of gold. And right here, right now is about the time where you know this fight is going to continue happening. There's no pressure to continue being on this right here. You should have, at this point, come bot and help them right here.
Oh, over dragon?
No. Yeah, you should have peeled off of the dragon and then come... Oh, that's cool music. So just E over this wall and then come help the turret right here. Jhin is such a cool champion. This is honestly really nice. The hard part is
how come you don't want to get the dragon first and then?
Because your bot is fighting right now. And if you wait, they could potentially lose.
Or to get the free dragon isn't. I mean,
it's not free right now because you are chancing your bot lane potentially getting both of them killed by leaving the fight up to them.
Oh, okay.
And so then after the fight, you're down a bot lane. And then they could all group up dragon and then kill you guys. Or...
Right, and that's why I think, I thought, I guess, that getting the dragon before that, because they were distracted, I guess, I would say.
Well, yeah, but you being on purple side and with your team comp, you guys have priority over dragon. Especially if you have this plant down right here and you know that Cho'Gath doesn't have flash. You could have come over here, gotten the kill, and then gotten the dragon later. There's no reason to get the dragon right now, since you have the ability to get it at any point, since you have priority.
Okay. I see what you're saying, right?
Yeah, you're potentially playing with both of your bot lane's lives by getting this dragon right here and not helping your bot lane.
I guess I had that concept of like, screw the team, you have to do everything. You know what I mean? And that's why I guess always thought like getting objectives over grouping or any of that kind of stuff, I guess I always thought, you know what I mean? And then
yeah. Which is it's a mentality that you shouldn't have all of the time, even though it is potentially valid at some point.
Okay.
There's something about bot lane.
So there's never really a point to, I mean, if your team's fighting and it can obviously be a 3 versus 2 or something, 4 versus 2, because Valley Bear probably wouldn't have stayed. It's better just to do that first. Always.
Yeah, and then you can also get bot turret. If you killed this bot right here, you would have gotten bot turret right now, and then you could have gotten dragon. So you would have had 2 kills, in which what actually happens right here. Okay. So they do end up winning, but there's no reason to chance it.
Right.
Like you don't. When you're trying to analyze whether a decision is worth, you don't look at results. You look at what could have potentially gone wrong.
Right. Okay. Because that could have later in the game or something. It could have been pretty. Death timer's high. Could have been, serious stuff right there.
It's not a super big.
They could have got Baron. They could have got Dragon.
Yeah, it's not a super big thing. It's just you're leaving something up to chance where you don't need there to be any chance in it, because Jhin Morgana can easily one-shot the Jinx. There's no reason that Jinx had to live right there.
Okay.
And then they could have gotten the kill on Blitzcrank.
Okay.
What's the next point? Okay, yeah, don't slow push without setting up. Yeah, do you have headphones?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe in my truck. It's like my phone headphones. Why?
It's just that there's feedback within Your speakers are bleeding through your mic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can go grab them in my truck.
Yeah, I'll set up the next part that I need to help you with. Cowboy emoji. Kona. Is it? Is it tonight? I didn't see any patch notes. Was I wrong? Yeah, I don't think it's tonight. Okay, yeah, this is where we're gonna wait. So effectively what I'm going to be telling him is he sees all three people right here. And he and his Volibear are not ahead enough to justify... Oh, it's ranked down? He is not ahead enough to justify trying to play a 3v1. Fuck, I would have played another ranking. And then we could have done this afterwards. Okay, I'll end. Yeah, we'll be done by then. You back? Damn, his truck is very far away.
No, they're my iPhone headphones. They plug into my phone only.
Oh, okay.
I got other speakers. I'm gonna try them.
If you can still hear me, just turning down your speakers a little bit, or taking your mic a little bit further away from where your speakers are, or not having your speakers directly face your mic.
Well, I'm on a laptop though.
Oh, yeah. Called right. Wouldn't a slow push freeze and hard push? That's way too complicated. Don't worry about that. Okay. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Yeah, don't worry about it if you can't. Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
I was trying to plug in my external speakers, but
yeah, just don't worry about it for now. Don't worry about it for now.
I was trying to plug in my external
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine the way it is. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, you see this plant, right? And you see all three of them with this plant. If you two alone are not ahead enough to guaranteed get the 2v3, there's no reason for you to be fighting this. And You are staying up way too far right now. You're also not preparing vision enough if you're going to attempt for the kill. Because right now you have Conqueror up. If you were going to try to do the 3v2 right now, you should have spun over this wall and tried to kill Syndra. Whereas right now, if Syndra landed the stun right now, you would be in a very bad position because they could have held all of their CC together. And another thing is, Cho'Gath has an execute, so you have to ult a lot earlier than you think you do.
Yeah, my ult just came up after I died.
Oh yeah,
like,
I saw that.
Literally a second after I died.
Yeah, I did address that when I was going over the game when you were playing it. But don't fight without your ult.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Your ult allows you to be much more aggressive and make much more aggressive plays.
So don't fight or push without ult kind of deal, or
don't get into situations in which you will take fights that you will lose without ult.
Okay.
So if, let's say you can kill, you know where everybody else on the team is, they're on the other side of the map. You can kill Cho'Gath without your ult, and you know you can kill Cho'Gath without your ult, then it'll be fine to push up. But you saw all three of them right there, and you should have backed off until your ult came up.
Right, I didn't even realize it, sadly.
Yeah.
I thought that me and Valley Bear could 2 versus 3.
Or just don't fight at all, because if they stack their CC and they play it properly, you shouldn't have won regardless, even if you did have ult.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one more thing over here. Well, 2 more things. Yo, how's it going, childish bro? Yeah, this is another time that you did the same thing. You don't know where 3 members of their team are, and you're pushing up right now. Very hard. You could have gone aggressive and killed both of them. And queued right here and potentially have lived. And you also had the Rift Herald right here, so you had turret to be able to go through if you just didn't try to hit Blitz. But yeah, either because you made a pretty big risk by you should have either fully committed or not have gone in at all.
Yeah, I didn't see Morgana until after I eat in, which sucked. Yeah. That was like
the only reason you didn't die is because Morgana and Syndra are bad at hitting their CC. If they if they hit any of their CC and set up a Cho'Gath Q, then you are dead. You are so dead.
Okay.
But so going aggressive right there was after this turret. It's very unlikely that you're going to be able to push this turret down anyway. And there are 3 people that can potentially come up to you, and there are 3 people who did come up to you. So there's no reason to continue pushing right there.
So was it all right to get the other tower though, the tier 2? So I mean, I had to use Rift, so I figured
tier 2 is fine. Tier 2, you should have gone for tier 2, but
okay, tier 2 and then back immediately.
Yeah, continuing to go afterwards is just such a risky play.
Okay.
Don't push without vision, but again. Like I say, you probably should have pathed a little bit more directly to that. It looked like you were trying to path bot. Oh yeah, don't slow. Don't slow a E when he's in his ult, because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you hesitated a little bit with that ghost. Also, Jhin is right here. Cho'Gath is MIA. And you don't particularly know if he's coming from here or not. So continuing to chase this is very risky.
Very, right. Yeah, I figured that too, but I don't know. I get so greedy in this game when I'm like ahead like this.
Yeah.
It's like I can kill anyone, but then I don't think like, like the rest of the team.
Yeah, because it's fun to kill things. Killing things
Right.
is fun. Just know that sometimes, like,
Not worth the risk.
yeah, because you could end up just not killing him. There's no reason Syndra should have died right there. He waited too long to get that.
So you never chase for kills. You just, I mean, if you can get the kill when you're right there.
Oh, I always chase for kills, but I have a little bit more of a
game knowledge and everything else.
I always chase for kills when I know that I'm fairly safe chasing kills.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Don't shiv, right? How you doing? So, only chase for kills when you have a reasonable assumption that you are safe right now. If you are not sure, then it's generally not a good idea.
Okay.
But yeah, Cho'Gath has an execute, so you always have to ult really early when you're with the Cho'Gath, especially since it's going AP.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I thought that was cool. And lately, I know it sounds weird, but lately a lot of my opponents have been buying Mercurial Scepter or Tenacity Boost.
Against you? Yeah.
Against me, and I was just like, and they're building a lot of MR, and I don't know what's going on with this lately, but maybe it's just a Zelo, but I'm like, all of my past laners have been like, not every game, but like a majority of them, just buying Merc Treads, and it's like, I don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just them not respecting you.
Oh,
But also, you're Silver 4, Tryndamere. Do you deserve respect? Are you playing like people need to respect you?
Well, see, I mean, I always feel like, I don't know, like I always do good in lane, but I just can't figure out that next step, you know what I mean, to carry.
Yeah, no.
But, I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of things like this going over them.
Yeah, you almost have your Rage Blade right now. 2 of your teammates are dead, so there's nothing to pressure. Silver 4, Mungers. So, you almost have enough gold to get your Rage Blade. So, you should be trying to get that right now. There's no reason for you to be staying on the map right now. Since the rest of your team is dead, there's nothing for you to really pressure. So, as soon as you get your Rage Blade, you should be backing. And then meeting up with your team. Because Rage Blade is such a powerful item spike. You have so much more power getting that. So backing to get a dagger might not be worth it, but backing to complete a very powerful item is not always worth it, but generally it's very worth it. And
now, when do you consider, like, I guess obviously an item, a full item is a power spike, but is there anything like in between, like would I back for a Zeal? Would I back for, you know what I mean, boots? One, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Is that worth it? I understand. Like,
it depends on what you're gonna lose for it.
What's that?
It depends on what you're gonna lose for it. Like,
but if you're pushed forward or whatever, it's worth to just back. If you're pushed to their tower.
Yeah, if you're not gonna lose any minions, think of the follow. Vans of D-Wall, appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, if you're not gonna lose, if you have the wave pushed, you can always just generally back, and having that small little item of whatever you got, boots, you got a dagger, you got a long sword, whatever you got, would be much safer for you, or much. There's not a lot of reason to not do it. And also, you can back and get a pink ward if you don't. There's a back that you did where you didn't get a pink ward, and that's bad.
So as long as I got an open slot, would you recommend to buy a pink ward if I have the 75 gold always, no matter?
Yeah, right now you should have sold your Doran's Blade to get a pink ward.
Really?
Yeah. Vision is more important than a little bit of health.
And lifesteal and all that?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no. Vision is by far the most important thing, because say the rest of your team doesn't have pink wards, they used it, maybe they didn't buy them, they used it in some other way, and you guys are trying to do Baron, and you don't have it pink warded, they have a ward there, they steal it, all because you didn't have a pink ward.
Okay.
You can't rely on your team to always be able to have good pink wards. Or say you're right here. You're trying to do sort of like a... Their blue buff is coming up, and you want to sit here trying to bait them out, like you might be doing right now. You don't have a pink ward right there, so this could be warded, and they could set up a like 3-man right here, and then just kill you and get the pick, and then have priority on Baron.
Right.
So if you had a pink right now, you'd be very safe. Like, look at that. Look at that. If your team, yeah, they could have just killed you right there, hypothetically.
Right.
Well,
right.
Even if this team couldn't have killed you, the idea is still there.
Okay.
Back timings for item spikes. I think that is most of the important points that I made. Aside from going aggressive without vision, you have little vision of this jungle, and you went super aggressive for a very risky play on somebody who's 2 and 10. He's 2 and 10, and you wasted Ghost on him. And the rest of their team was all in this side of the jungle. They could have very easily gotten a pick on you.
Okay, so that's not worth it ever. Okay.
Don't chase somebody who's 2 and 10 into the rest of their team. You probably have a general idea that their team could back him up and just hard CC you, get you stuck, and you would be dead.
Okay.
A good team would have punished you very hard for that.
Right.
And people in your elo probably punish you for that sometimes. But yeah,
right.
after this going bot is fine. You shouldn't have gone for the kill right here. You should have either finished the turret, or like gotten a little bit more damage off the turret, or just backed off. Because Cho'Gath is right here, so you're not gonna live after this. If you get the kill, you're gonna die. There's no reason to trade a level 15 Trinimer's life for a level 11 Jhin.
Oh, okay.
So even if you got the kill, like, what's the point?
Right.
And this turret was 2 more autos away from dying, and that you could have killed him afterwards potentially.
Right.
Gotten out.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that's about it for the game. After this, you committed to getting the objectives. I had a small nitpick about this, but it didn't really matter. This good pick. Yeah, that's about it. Pushing top here is fine. Vygar is ahead enough to be able to hold himself. And then Jinx Trynd easily pushes the turret. And then yeah, just you committed for the end, you didn't greed for minions, that was good. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright, so when say the team, because I know the team did really good this time, but say like they're feeding or whatever, is there just kind of work on that stuff that you wrote down or whatever, and that should help me kind of eventually carry, I guess, the teams to a.
There's a very large amount of games which can go either way.
Okay.
And all of the mistakes that you did will, in some of these games, make it to where you lose. Every single one of those mistakes, where if you didn't commit those mistakes, you could have if you didn't commit those stakes, you would win more games.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, so you can fit the enemy jungler items. Yeah.
So even simple mistakes, I guess, really are a lot more serious than not so serious.
There will be games in which these small mistakes lead you to lose the game.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
I think the one before that, I
like-
think I lost, and
like-
I didn't go to Baron. I told them to go to Baron. I didn't go to Baron. They lost 3-3. And
Yeah,
I mean, that was probably my fault, 100%.
not playing
And
with
then
your
we lost
team.
the game after that. So.
So. Also, how's it going, Ninetales? How you doing?
Now, do you always group for Baron and Dragons kind of deal, or?
I mean, almost always. Like, if your team can do it reliably and you can pressure, honestly, don't worry about that. Worry about the mistakes that I pointed out.
Okay.
There's so many other things that you could be doing to be more proactive within the game, but you should be focusing on 1 or 2 of these mistakes at a time and grind them down to a halt. Like, practice.
Oh, okay.
Go in a bot down.
This
Practice.
whole list that I got, don't go over it, obviously, but just kind of focus on one thing at a time.
Yeah, don't greed for every single possible thing to do. Wait. So, try to focus on every mistake as its own individual thing. So when you think that, oh, I could be pushing up here, or it's very unsafe to push up here, then focus on that mistake. And then go into bot games, practice your CSing, practice your orb walking, get those fundamentals down, and then you can practice on more. Once you get those down, then you can finally work on macro in terms of where to play around the map. That's a much more complicated thing, and there's so many other easier to fix mistakes that you can do to increase your elo.
Okay.
So I was kind of thinking of that point as I was making it, but to try to succinctly say it a little bit better. There are very easy mistakes that you can fix to increase your win rate and increase the your ability as a player. So you should be focusing on those easy mistakes as opposed to focusing on much more complicated things to address.